Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Had a little issue to deal with. Just splitting this up because this is actually a marathon I'm going through. So I got some food around me and chippies. Take a potato chip. And then you dip it like that. Yum, yum, yum. And then it breaks off, so you can't take it out of there. Darn, that was tasty.
History weighs heavily on this place.
Okay, okay. Let's pitter patter. Whoa! Just ran off the edge.
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
I thought it was that she led a revolution and kicked the other 3 primevals up to the mortal plane. At least that's what they said in Diablo 2. But hey. Oh my. Just a player. Okay. What is this dude's skull? Golden cool. Where are you? Please. Give us a heads up.
Opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down. This world can abide you no longer.
We set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Kul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kul's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
You'd be surprised. You don't even know who he really is. Now you'll know why I went all the way over here. So I can do this. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I need to go back.
One of the other things I like about this game is everything's controlled by the mouse, more or less, right? Except for these keys if you want to use them. But you can get by in the campaign most times without a lot of that. And a lot of the things I have set up are auras. And the reason is you can actually lay back, relax, and play a video game and enjoy yourself. It's not so intense. Well, it can be, but anyway, that it would bother you. Anyway.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never
A
improve.
lot of people don't even say something like that about a game. How relaxed are you while you play the
Leah,
video game?
are you all right?
You know.
Yes, I think so.
Does it
I'm sorry to push you
increase
like this,
frustration?
but
Does
it will
create
all
it?
be for the best in the end.
I know.
Like, there are games like that, World of Warplanes. I like the game. It's enjoyable when you're flying around like that. It's like being on a actual bike. Okay, it's the freedom. Even when you're driving on a country road, it's that freedom of being out there. But it's like that on an airplane. It's more so with an airplane. But anyway, the grind in that game is unreal. I was getting 10,000 credits and placing first or second every single time. And I need I needed 2.4 million credits. In other words, I'd have to place first or second 240 times. And if you get wiped out once, there goes 10 of those turns. Oh my lord. I gave up on the event because
It is time. Leah,
Anyway.
cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last two Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Fate is whimsical.
sure.
I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange, I must be made whole once again.
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even greater threat once you've been fully revived?
You don't. So you must ask yourself, how much would you risk to save this wretched world?
Everything.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood from the dungeons where it has been hidden away. You will find them in the desolate sands beyond the aqueducts.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
This is madness. You must know he will betray us.
A talking head. Pardon me, a talking head.
Leah still adores you, even though you left her behind.
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his heraldic texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you meet again?
Only from afar. From time to time, our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the guards capture you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me. Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality, and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
After what I've heard of him, I'd prefer not to become involved with this Zoltan Kuhl.
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard. After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path, and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
Leah is a very trusting individual, isn't she?
She has a kind heart.
You could not be more different.
Kindness will not help us survive in these dark times. The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power, for Soulstones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
Do you remember your time as an angel?
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Chaldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
So they say.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Their hearts possess the will to survive.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes, hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Eriot was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
But there were consequences.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Eriot's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
What happened when you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Did your brethren understand?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell. "300 years ago, I selected Kuhl and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
He is not the first. What did he do?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
Have you faced Belial before?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army, always in the shadows, much like his mentor Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kulle by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
Not enough essence. You will make a fine corpse. What riches!
Oops, sorry. It'd be nice to get one of those gem goblins. Instead of items, they just start dropping gems everywhere. It's like crazy stuff. So I can't remember the keyboard. There we go. Wrong way. This way.
Did you feel that? A cool breeze in the center of the desert. What a strange place this oasis is.
I know, and I'll go back to that other place too. Oh, really? There's a neat animation of the sword popping out like that. Ooh, a little snake. What do we got here?
You're an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder if your friends know what you truly are.
I have no time to entertain your assumptions.
Oh, all will be revealed in time.
I love when that guy shows up. The waterway's down there at the other end. I just want to make sure I'm not everything out. There it is. There's another little thing down here. I'll go down here. Come on. Don't you be running away.
You will make a fine corpse.
We have done it!
We have done it. Yes.
This world can abide you no longer.
Almost. That was fun. Kinda. You hit more than 6 of those, you gotta speed up. It's hard to do though. Just the way I'm set up anyway. Oh, look at the shield. Wait a minute, I want to zoom in on that. That's a neat effect. Look at that. Ah, very neat. Yeah. Now that we've killed everybody down around. More people to fight.
This world can abide you no longer. These enemies defy all reason.
The vault door is sealed by magic means. The stone faces upon the ground seem to have some reaction to our presence. We would investigate further, but our intrusion has woken something in these halls. We should not linger.
No, you shouldn't. On the cob. Is that like corn on the cob? What have I found here? No, that one didn't come up.
I'm unable to get it open.
Oh yeah.
Weakness consumes you!
Now I get it. I know. I want to kill everything.
You will make a fine corpse.
I miss searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard, even though it did have its dangerous side. I can't tell you how many times I had to drag him away from an army of skeletons because he was fixated on some dusty old tapestry.
What the? Oh yeah, way up there. My bad.
You will not enter the aqueducts! Lord Belial demands!
Nothing.
I can open this gate for you.
You again.
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Bilal's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Cool's blood, you'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Yeah. How clever.
Something foul came here for us.
It's Belial. So long as he lives, all of Chaldean is under siege.
Does he command all of these demons to serve him?
Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
And you will be with him.
Yes, the more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
He was a great man. Always wanted to fight some of these. Let's get this over with. The grave beckons.
I want more time to explore the great library of Chaldean when this is all over.
You remind me of Cain.
Maybe. But they got to have books on the Black Soul Stone and Asmodan. Something that will help me understand his theories.
All must serve the cycle.
Oh, head back and get some. Oh, excuse me. Oops. Okay.
Do not fear the end.
My essence is too low. I am overburdened. I need to go back.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
5, eh?
That's one lever down.
Rips. What the heck is jamming into my back there?
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
When the balance is lost, everything changes.
Yes, it's not like it was.
Have no fear, Leah. We will make this world safe again. The light still guides us, even in the darkest of places. Just a skirmish! Give me a real battle!
Do not fear the end.
That was 40 kills. Whoops. Wait a second. Stop. There we go. Alright, run back here and get some dead bodies. There is none. No.
The philosopher Caddis said, if you want to know the truth of a city, you need look no further than the state of its infrastructure.
must stop him for our master!
Belial must really want you.
These creatures won't go down easily.
Beat you up.
This world can abide you no longer!
The Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the Trade Consortium Council after the Dulgar Oasis was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though Chaldeum had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
Do not fear the end.
Oh, right on my head. That's funny. Yeah, we'll solve this a little bit over here. That's cool.
I'll never forget the fights I used to get in when I was a child.
What happened?
The other children thought I was strange. They tormented me mercilessly.
You are strange. The reason being is I know things. I know your future. Oh.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
A secret door hidden behind a waterfall. How imaginative.
What would you have done?
You shall see when we get to my archives.
I can't believe he stuck me in a barrel. Really, it's quite uncomfortable in here.
Okay, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm getting a little tired. It's a good spot though. As soon as I find a
Terribly messy in here. Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monsters? Oh, say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you. Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Only an enemy would name you that.
What? I have no enemies. Everybody loves Shen. I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
Wait, you were his guide?
Oh, yes. I could show you around the world 5 times and never stub a toe. What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before. Now, I wonder where my young guide got off to. His name was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also. Or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost, are we? You know, it was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though.
Crucible, it's mine!
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. The crucible should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Poor young man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the crucible can combine jewels.
You go on ahead. I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell.
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet, yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
I am a priest of Rathma. I serve a greater calling.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.